Hey everybody, welcome back to Dawntrail. This time, a day in the life. I'm going to hear more about these Alexandrians and see what they have to say. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let's head back to the farm we passed earlier. Europe's Halo is called. It is called. We can speak on the farmers when they arrive. All right. And the teachers all about their farming methods because that's important for MSQ. Guess we're off. Yeah, all right. Right behind you, Matt. Right behind you. Is this just the outskirts? So it's like, what is this then? Right. This is Archilio Alexandria. This is like the big bit of city, I guess, right? That came along. So what happened to everyone who was already in there? They all just die? Never really thought about that in when the Crystal Tower was teleported. What happened to the people who were there? You know, like where the tower manifested. Allow me to introduce you to Mishwa, Mahushwa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in melee and farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Fiend, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests. I am come with guests. I hate that. Is that proper English? From beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. Ah, so the rumors of visitors from outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be if we denied them a look around? I gather your majesty is also intended to check things out. You know me too well. I thought to see the opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. To appear we have permission, so please, walk the grounds to your heart's content. I have done. you go on ahead. I would speak with Fiend's company. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point. To be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wooklamut's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen or Phil spoken of other farmhands. Okay, fine. It wants me to go talk to them all. Alright. I guess we will. Hearing how it all works is not uninteresting to me. Yo. Light levels appear to be fine. And the power source? Oh, hello. You wish to know about my job? Well, I tend to the fields mostly. Watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps. We use them in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring the rich harvest makes constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's positive. Positive way to look at it. What is this, like, droid dispenser? What is this? Oh, a familiar face. I gather this is your first time on site then. Well, this here is a storehouse, or rather an entrance, the real storehouse underground. It's much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even gotten a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and the electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job for instance. I'm precisely overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'd be taken up to the tower for processing. From there, find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Okay. Keepy why? All right. Oh, they're saying that you and your visitors from beyond barrier. That true? Yeah. Well, so it is, which means we were connected to the outside world again. Not that I desire to leave Alexandria, mind you. I'm quite confident with my life here. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of the livestock. Here at the Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending to the animals is absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. Always a little sad when they get shipped off, get their head chopped off, be fed, Well, I need to get back and put a nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Okay. The problem, keep away. Oh my god. I'm terrible. Terrible with these names. No, where's she at? Where will Lamont and Garnet at? Where's he gone? Crazy. Her name's not Garnet. It's Speed. That's totally different. Totally different. Hello. Oops, sorry. Too close. I see. Don't work too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone had a hard-pressed time to do with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you had your fill of speaking with the farmers? Let us return. Alright. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? I was amazed that everyone loves their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that people on the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always, they take their duties with a good cheer. What did you think of our little journey, Lamati? Lamati? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought that was your name. Oh no, it's fine, as you said before. We do not stand on titles or formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. The machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment. It's amazing. Never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable indeed. Many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Anything up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. It seems it would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but reluctant to beg of it of the army. Fine, I'll kill them. We can take care of them for you if you like. No, Uklamat, you can't do it. You're the queen of a visiting country. You can't be killing their livestock. I'll do it. You stand there and watch. You're meant to be making a strong impression here. We're to be feared. Uklamat, we're to be feared. It's gracious of you to offer, but it's too dangerous. Oh, no trouble. A vow resolve of Turiel. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. As Strife is even stronger than I am, it should take this not long at all. Very well then, I gratefully accept. But please take care. Alright. This ought to go even faster. You and I search for lightning charged fiends on our own than hunting. Really? Oh. He was crazy. Alright. Into the water we go. What electric beastie is pooping in the water? Getting all that discharge up in there. What we got? What is it? Go on, show yourself. Oh, that has required a lot of lightning, hasn't it? All right, time to go for the other one. There's a hostile presence. See a hostile presence. Hostile indeed. It lived. Shock blast. Does shock blast me? Oh, close. Very close indeed. Alright. I've been here 3 seconds. I'm the bodyguard of a queen visiting from another nation, but I'm done killing your livestock. You're both alright, thank goodness. You didn't really have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course, I was worried. You're dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed. With this, we won't have to ask Jar's machines for help. Been making a concerned effort to bolster his forces, spying, but spraying, but a fraction of the people's protection, for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike the Queen. That's enough. If you have grievances, I will hear them. I will hear them later. But to speak of the king now, no, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful. It's always a pleasure to meet them. I could have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. Never failed to let us know how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. Seem good spirits, Fiend. I admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, it's no laughing matter. The ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and the one wrong decision can lead to an untold suffering. Failure is inconceivable. Now, I believe we're done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Sure. What you got for me to look at next? On the cloud. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will all have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come visit us anytime. Okay, I don't know why I'd do that. I don't know why I would just visit the farmland, but good to see you. I got my own farmland to deal with. I don't need this farmland. Did you hear that? Hear what? There's no one around. Oh, there's some people here. Why are they running?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Time?
I'm glad you could make it. Are you with us?
Isn't it the nursemaid?
Queen Sphene has come to see you. We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. Oh. What's the matter, dear?
They're years older.
Can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Yeah, she literally got off the train, and the train was coming back as this barrier erected.
Namika, it's me.
She's been here
Look,
straight
I'm
up 30 years.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
What? A soul cell?
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
No, yeah,
I
it's
had
Soylent
hoped
Green
to
now?
make
What's
arrangements
going
for
on?
her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
I'm not leaving.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps.
I feel like they got some like weird fucking database shit going on.
Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time.
Agreed.
Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but This talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
Yeah, so she was in charge when... Because she looks very young. Now, that might just be anime. She's anime young, which means that she could be anywhere between, 12 and 572. But she spent 30 years here, so she must be like 50-something, right?
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Oh, tell me about the cataclysm. Was it having to do with
The
lightning?
barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphinx as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Does that mean that Kral's Alexandrian? Or is she from another country?
But of course, our
Yes.
next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
Oh, it's a big ass tower.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's
Solution
state of
9,
affairs.
huh?
Unfortunately, I cannot take
Haven't
you
heard that
directly
before,
to
right?
where Zoraljar
FF9
resides.
fans? Huh? Wink, 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 wink. Extra winks. Do you understand? Wink. Not heard the word Solution 9 before?
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
I think that would do her a favor, wouldn't you think?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's fucking ominous.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What the fuck?
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
Oh my god. This is what happens if we let Microsoft put chips in our
The
brains.
person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there.
Software
In the cloud.
update and you're all fucked up.
Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Wow, I hate that. I hate that. What a horrible future. Awful, truly. Alright. Going on. How could Paparine suddenly forget Namika? As if she never knew her. Be the same thing that's happened to others as well, I wonder. There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in an area where we can reconvene after the fright. Okay. We're heading for the Thunder Plains next, right? I would assume. We're heading for the Thunder Plains? No? No? No Thunder Plains? Oh, the gemstone trader's up for sale now. Let's have a look what they got. Have a look what they got. What they got. What they got. What you got? Hello. As luck would have it, if reforges have been brought with a variety of wares. Okay, great. What you got? You got Grumphorium skin and Axebeak wing. Ooh. Axebeak wing. That does intrigue me. That's used for the current level of pots. Now, the current level of pots, as most with all pots, are fucking useless until we get the Mastercraft pots. But if they're used for those ones, it could be used for the new ones. Could be. Good to know where we can come and get some if we need them. An old woman named Namika? Afraid not. Don't know the person. Sorry I could be of help. Oh no. It's so gross. I hate that. What horrible fucking dystopian fucking shit. This is horrible. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by that name. Oh man. I think I'm seeing a pattern, I imagine. Yo, this lady though. Do you recall caring for someone until recently? And you say it was a woman named Namika? I can't say if it's certainly was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Oh, I hate that. What an honestly like terrifying future Square Enix has made. Don't like that at all. It sucks. They pushed a software update and took the Namika out. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers her. The memory of her has been purged from their mind. Well, such a thing might be done with magic to alter memories. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm yawning. While such a thing might be done with magic to alter the memories or so, many at once would have been a tremendous undertaking. You would have felt a strange surge of ether, considering, well, obviously the tech on their little heads, it went beep 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 beep. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Papine seemingly forgot, a light on the little device in their head began to blink. Could be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? We contain making such inquiries. I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed. If we readily solved the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for T'Chula instead. Faye said something about the thunder plains, thunder clouds, or whatever it said. It should be in this direction. What is that? Oh my god. Why is it opaque? It looks so weird. Huh? Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Wah! Run! Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. Might be worth asking some questions. Annabelle, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Not sure about that. It went off in the direction we're heading anyway. Let's track it down. Okay. Sounds like fun. Seemed like a little goofy robot. Right, which way are we going? We're going back over here? Oh, we're going this way. Into this area. Sure, we think this is going to have something to do with Arenvale's mother, do we? Is she a robot now? Is she like a cloud troop soldier? Are they all cloud troop soldiers? Is that what the warriors are? The soldiers? Are they just like they just download a soul from the cloud and then fight and then die and then another one downloads that same soul? Sorry, I keep yawning. Haven't slept very well, clearly. Is it leading us somewhere? Oh. A cave. You found it? Yeah, I went into a cave. To the northeast. It must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Oh my god, man, this quest, man, on the cloud, this has got so many parts to it. The big one. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, as we're going in, of course. This might be a trap. Be ready to fight, everyone. I'm ready to fight. Oh my god. There's an aether current. That's sick. Great work, everybody. Great work. Guess we're done here. Did my sprint falling off stop me from tuning? What the hell? I must have moved, surely. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I'll make out the conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your ground.
What is this?
It's your mother. Oh, no. Maybe not. It's a resistance.
A trap?
It really is you!
Oh my god, it is his mother. It actually is.
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elnespia!
My darling, what now?
What the hell?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
See little bun bun.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elnespia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
You are. I've been pronouncing that completely wrong.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Elnespia are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
That's very weird, isn't it? That's very odd. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of a few people in this world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, we need to ask her. Alright, next time, Gone and Forgotten. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Hopefully some answers about the robot face. Oh, bye bye.